Hello my friends, welcome to Pro Strings. I'm Henriette and this is a video about Andrew Mine, Jasper Mine from Fiddle Time Christmas. And this is just a really nice and easy piece, suitable for fairly early beginners. So I'm hoping that you all just have a lot of fun just playing this along with me. We're going to go reasonably fast compared with some other videos. So just enjoy it. We're in the key of D major, so we've got wide spaces between our first and second fingers on all of the strings. So we're going 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Will you join me? 1 and 2. This song, especially because it's got some louds and softs in. So in your music you can probably see that the start is loud. Just above the time signature, right at the start, you see the letter F, and F stands for forte, and forte in Italian means strong, so loud. Then when you get to the second line, you can see the little P above the first note in bar 5, and P stands for piano, and piano means soft. So you've got quite a difference in volume between the first line and the second line. Now take a look at the third line, because there you start forte in bar 9, and then in bar 11 you see that little P again, and that is soft again. So you get a little echo in the third line, and the fourth line we're playing loud again. So you can go all out on that last line. Now I'd like to think for a moment how we can achieve loud playing and soft playing, and when you play the violin there are 3 main ways of playing a difference between loud and soft. The first one is that you use longer bows when you play louder. That means you play shorter bows when you play softer. So you might well play very close to the whole bow when you play forte and less than half a bow on each note when you play piano. The second method of playing louder or softer is when you play loud, your bow comes towards the bridge. And when you play soft, your bow goes away from the bridge towards the fingerboard, which is this black thing here. And the reason for that, how that works, is that when you bow, you make the strings move and the vibrations of the strings will go into the bridge. And they go far more directly into the bridge when you play your bow closer to the bridge. So you lose a little bit of that intensity when you play closer to the fingerboard, because the vibrations will need to travel towards the bridge first before they get into the inside of your violin, you see. So you play closer to the bridge when you play forte or loud, and further away from the bridge when you play piano or soft. Now my third method is to play with more weight into the string or less weight into the string, depending on whether you play loud or soft. I'm calling that weight into the string because I don't want you to push the bow into the string, but I want you to see that if you can make your arm a little bit heavier and lean it into the string more. Now that is a technique which is a little bit further advanced, but even if you are just learning the violin, you can try and relax your arm a little bit and let it hang into the string, let the weight of your arm hang into the string, and that will make you play louder. Of course, if you play with longer bows, you will already use a little bit more weight into the string to control those longer bows, so those two go hand in hand, and that is why playing with more weight or less weight is the third of my methods. So I'm exploring the longer bows and the shorter bows first as my main method, then I'm coming closer to the bridge or go further away from the bridge, and as my third step, and in that order, I'm going to play with more weight into the string or with slightly less weight into the string. Let's practice that now, and let's play the third line. So we're starting at bar 9, and I want you to start by bar 9 on the open A string and play out loud, And then when you get to bar 11, we are going to play on the D string, so we're using a fourth finger, which adds to that sort of more intimate style. If you play on a lower string, you get a slightly more mellow sound, and that helps the softer playing as well. Whereas in bar 9, we're playing on the open A string, so my sound is really bright and really direct, you see. So bar 9, 1 and 2 and... So you can, I think, hear that bar 9 and 10 are much louder than bar 11 and bar 12. Shall we just practice that again? 1, 2 and... Now further away from the bridge. Awesome. Really good. Now let's put the whole song together and let's see if we can make the differences between our loud playing and our soft playing a little bit bigger still. 1 and 2 and... That went very well, didn't it? Well done, and lovely if you have made your differences between your louds and your softs bigger today. And that's what we're always aiming for when we're practicing what's called dynamics. And dynamics is like the overarching term of all the louds and softs together in your music. So you always aim to play your louds louder and your softs softer. Thanks very much for watching. I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Goodbye.